The Acolyte actress Jodie Turner-Smith accuses Star Wars fans of racism and charges Disney with failing to protect actors from alleged racism. Oh goody, another moron star person, another moron actress or Hollywood person in general, saying that everybody is a racist because they didn't like the fact that her TV show, or streaming show was complete dog shit. How am I in absolutely no way surprised about this? Oh, let's see. The Acolyte actress Jodie Turner-Smith, who played Mother Anastasia on the show, accused Star Wars fans of racism and charged Disney with failing to protect actors in the show from such alleged racism. Well, gee, racism. Yes, because if you don't like a show that happens to have a black chick in it, you are, of course, a racist. None of this shit ever makes any sense. They never have any receipts to this shit. Anytime one of these people comes out and says, oh, we get hassled so much, we get called names and we get called bad racist things, nobody's ever like, and here's our receipt, or here's the evidence that people were actually being racist. I'm sorry, but I never heard anybody say anything or saw in writing anybody say anything about the fact that she was a black woman or that there were other people of color or non-white people in the show. No, the only complaints I heard was the fact that it was a complete dog shit show. It wasn't good. The writing was crap, and they made it into a joke of communist lesbian space witches. So more or less they made it modern day California. But let's continue here. Maybe I'm wrong. The one time that, just maybe, she produces receipts for these things, but somehow I kind of doubt it. Let's see, speaking with Glamour figures, in the wake of being canceled, let's see here. Turner-Smith stated, Disney's got to stop doing this thing where they don't say anything when people are getting fucking dogpiled on the internet with racism bullshit. It's not Disney's job to protect you. You were a grown-up little girl. Apparently, you're supposed to be an adult. Like I said, they never show any evidence of these things happening, but obviously, if it is, mute the person. That way you never have to see what they say again, especially on Twitter. Ignore it. They are people that are just dumbasses. If they are actually saying honest to God racist things to you, like calling you the N-word and things like that. Now, if they're saying, I don't understand why this particular character that was already a white character is being played by a black person, especially when that black person doesn't seem to have any talent, that's not racist, that's an observation. But her character was an original character, so that's really not an argument people were making. They were making the argument that her character and her acting was complete dog shit. She added, it's just not fair to not say anything. It's really unfair. Unfair. I am so sick of these fucking, excuse my language, but I am so sick of these Hollywood fucktards jumping on magazines or TV interviews or red carpet things and calling their audience racist and bigots and homophobes and all the other dumbass shit. Your show was complete crap, so it got canceled. Disney tried to hide the fact that it got canceled until somebody let it slip that it was done for, that it was not getting a renew. And then on top of that, the stars of the show themselves came out and went, yeah, I guess we're not getting a renew. Pretty much cementing the cherry on top of this shit cone Sunday thingy or whatever you want to call it, that people didn't watch. The Acolyte had the worst Star Wars show numbers ever for Disney. I mean, Agatha's not far behind as far as regular actual Disney content is concerned, but let's move on here a little bit here. What else did she say? It would just be nice if the people that have all the money were showing their support and putting their feet down. Say, this is unacceptable. If you're not a fan, if you do... Oh, sorry. I'm going to do this. You're not a fan if you do this. Make a really big statement. And just see if any money leaves. What money? What money? You're bleeding money. Disney is bleeding money. They're not making money. They didn't make any money on the fucking Acolyte. They lost money on the Acolyte. Up to $230 million. No, not that $180 million number we were given before, which just happened to be 180 million pounds. That Leslie Headland just thought, you know what, I'm going to tell the American audience that I spent 180 million. I'm sure if I don't tell them it's 180 million pounds, nobody will figure that shit out. Let's see. I bet it won't. No, it won't, because you're already losing money, so you wouldn't notice a difference anyway. Because people of color, and especially black people, make up a very large percentage of buying power, she asserted. This is true. I cannot deny that. People of color, especially black people, do make up a very large percentage of buying power. There's no getting around that. This is a true statement from her. And going off of her very own words, that would mean that very large percentage of buying power, that very large percentage of colored and black or black people did not want to see your dog shit show, had no intention of watching, probably watched like many people. I suffered through the whole thing. Pray for me. But like many people, they probably just watched the first episode. Maybe if they even got entirely the way through the first episode and thought, you know what? Yeah, I'm done. I'm good. It's time to go. Bye. So by her own words, even the colored and black people or people of color, sorry, and especially black people that make up a very large percentage of buying power, were not watching or purchasing Disney Plus in order to watch your shit. Anyway, moving on. They might find it's actually more lucrative for them, but everyone's using woke like it's a dirty word. Because it is a dirty word. Woke is a dirty word. Woke means that you are more, how do I put this? Woke would mean you are more invested in pushing a message through more racism and sexism, that's all it does, that excludes everybody who doesn't think the way you do. And then you get angry when those people go, and then when those people go, well, I don't really like this, you say, okay, the people it wasn't made for, don't watch it. I mean, yeah, sure, you have schmucks like me who will watch it and give my opinion on it, but I don't have control over if somebody watches these shows or not. I'm a tiny little YouTube guy with under 1,000 subscribers. By the way, since we're on that, do please hit that like and subscribe button. Please, 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 please. Or on Twitch as well now. And Kick. Yes, I know. Kind of weird. Diversifying the life, I suppose. But nobody forced you to make these shitty shows. You make them because you think the money's not going to run out. And now that the money's finally running out, you're learning the hard way. See here, I even said it. Woke is a dirty word. Bishop Barron, in an interview with Angelus News, explained the advocates of the so-called woke ideology today have not been shy about articulating the philosophical underpinnings of their perspective. They do indeed find inspiration in Marx, Nietzsche, satire, Sartre, I'm going to butcher this one, Derrida, and Fauch, among others. From these modern, postmodern thinkers, they derive a number of principles. He continued, if they advocate a deeply antagonistic social theory whereby the world is divided sharply into two classes of oppressors and oppressed, and they want to be the oppressors. I'm telling you that right now. Second, they've relative moral, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, it's just, so now he's just talking about a Catholic guy's view on the word woke, and we don't really need that. My issue is, if people were really coming out, and I mean like in mass, yes, and actually calling them the N-word, Rocky Raccoon related ones, if they were actually doing that, they would have receipts. Every time they jumped on a show, every time they got on the red carpet, every time they had the even singular chance to say, people are being racist toward me, people are being bigoted toward me, people are being sexist toward me. If they had any actual evidence, they would be jumping on screens, shoving it in your face 24/7. And do you know why they don't jump on your screen and shove it in your face 24/7? Because they have absolutely zero actual evidence that those things are happening, which is a good thing. It's a great thing that they don't have the evidence that those things are happening. I want the world to be the place where those things don't happen. So that's a win. We get a crappy show canceled, but we don't, because I signed the Save the Acolyte petition. Okay, I want more seasons of the Acolyte. It got me subscribers. People liked those videos, and I appreciate that very much. So hashtag renew the Acolyte. Anyway, as usual, do me the giant favor of liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting below, and I will see you boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, later on. Bye-bye.